Well, hey there, friendlies. Welcome to a very impromptu, probably short little live stream. Got the house to myself tonight. Turning on the tea water, and I'm hungry. I'm gonna make myself some eggs and stuff. And I just figured I would see if anyone was up. Well, was up. I mean, it's only 21:44. Let's see if anyone was around. Different angle than I usually live stream at. But hey, ain't nobody home but me, so I have the run of the place. And I like that. I like that a lot. I just got me a message, so I'm going to see what that's all about. I'll deal with it later. I should check it just to be on the safe side. Yeah, that's Simon. He's like, are you live streaming right now? I'm like, yeah, man, right now. So, for my eggs, what shall I do? I'm thinking of either putting a little slap your mama on there. As any of you who've been watching me for a while will know. Or maybe a little of this harissa from our buddy Hamza. Oh man, that's got a zing. I'm gonna do the harissa this time. I've been really chowing down on the slap yo mama. Tea, eggs, good times. You know what I'm saying? Good times. Seven, 6.5. So I have just, oh man, people are just messaging me. It's hard to be as epically popular as I am, you know. It really is. It's tough, but I'm willing to do it for the good of the universe. The universe needs some good, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add some peppers. Add some peppers. Hey, Outdoor, what's up? I'm just making myself some food, and I've got the house to myself, so I figure, you know what? Let's see who's around. Let's see who's around, man. You know what I'm saying? I rehandled this. This is the one that I rehandled. I've spoken to some of you guys about it. It's, what's this stuff called? Jeez, what's this stuff called? It's not G10. It's, like counter material. Because all my trilling, you know, the hell are these damn things called? Hankles? Look at that. They're all breaking up. So, one at a time, I'm fixing them up. Gotta fix them up, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Khalil. Khalil's on. Nice to see you again. Outdoors, Simon, LT, Tyler, man, what's up? Jeez, I do this on an off night, and there's more people on than on my usual night. Khalil, I'm just making myself some eggs. Eggs with a little harissa. Whoops. Because as I was saying before, I've been doing the slap your mama thing a lot. I'm going to try this harissa. Melamine. No, it's not melamine. It's Outdoor. You're at Walmart? Oh, wow. Tyler's in Iowa. How is it in Iowa right now? I have never been there. I've been to fewer states than one would think, having had an American girlfriend for a while. I took her to Paris. Spent a lot of time in the Bronx because that's where she lived. Spend more time in New York now because I have so many in-laws there. It's the one nice thing about, you know, like, it's kind of a cliche, but it's a true one. You know, I think some of you guys know that my wife is of Haitian extraction. And every Haitian in Montreal has family in New York and in Miami, man. The same is true of the other two towns. See, when you just finished eating? It's not my card, my card either. It's yeah, Tyler's the same here. Well, actually, today it finally started snowing. Boom. A little quill. I need a tea bag. So I don't know. What the hell is that handle material called? God, what's it called? I think it starts with a C, actually. $50 Fahrenheit. What the hell would that be in? That's 50 degrees freedom. What's 50 freedom in Canadian? What the hell is it? Okay, I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit because it's starting to smoke. I was looking for something to add, but I don't have anything, so I'll just do that. What the hell is this stuff called? So, what's up? 10 degrees? Yeah, okay. Well, 10 degrees is pretty warm as far as I'm concerned. Hey, Scott. Welcome to my supper. It was just figuring it was time to eat some. I'm gonna have some brie on this. Not the cheese I would usually pick for such a thing, but you know, that's okay. It's all right. Mix these guys around. I was hoping to find some sausage to put in here, but you know, we've been running around like a fart in a windstorm with this new baby and everything. The fact that the new baby was like 8 days late really threw a wrench into our entire holiday schedule, let me tell you. Shouldn't have been surprised though. Camille was 7 days late. Literally right before getting online, I finished doing the all the online forms to give her name officially and everything. I'm not burning. It's not burning. It looks like it's burning, but I turned down the heat. It's because I was preheating my pan for a little bit too long. It's good now. It's fine. It's fine. But I thought maybe you guys would be interested in, like, I live in a province where bureaucracy is a sacrament, man. Filling out. Hold on. Filling out the online paperwork to give Clémence her actual name took an hour. It needed both the Mrs. and my Revenue Quebec online identities. Needed a million different bits of information that nobody ever really cares about. And it took forever. I'm going to do 3 eggs tonight because I'm pissed off at the government. So I feel that I've earned a little extra. But, you know, it makes me wonder, like, why? Like, bureaucracy feeds itself, right? Because you end up with people in the system whose job it is to keep the system going. So, of course, these people are going to just keep coming up with ways to piss me off. Look, I'm not an anti-government guy. I'm not a small government guy. I'm not a huge government guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of these guys who spends all his time. These are going to be some hot eggs. Wish me luck. I was getting all excited there, and I should have paid more attention. It's okay. All is well. It's just like, what's the point of making everything as hard as it has to be? You know? Where are we? No, we haven't had any nut sacks yet. Thanks for... I don't have a beer tonight. And I have no idea where the frozen meatballs are in Walmart. I do know where they are in Costco. But you didn't ask about Costco, did you? Yeah, part of the reason I've decided to make huevos is I just bought scrambled eggs latest. Man, that breakfast looked really good to me. That's a breakfast of champions right there. Man, I gotta get it set up like his. Hey, Sash, if I can get any free time off from the family over the next little while, maybe we should hit up that little space in ours again. Do some steak. Hey, Tenenbaum's here. Scott's never been into a Walmart before. You are a lucky man. I don't like that place. I don't like it in a couple of different ways. One is I don't like it for the same reason I don't like Costco or IKEA or any of those places. Too many people. Whenever there's like the crush of humanity, I get really snaky, you know? Like if I have to go to Costco at like 5 o'clock on a Thursday or Wednesday night, if I get out of there without being incarcerated by the end of it, I call that a good day, you know? But also, man, Walmart is a killer, you know? Like wherever a Walmart ends up, an indigenous, I don't mean indigenous as a native, but I mean like a local store disappears. Or some local stores disappear. You know, and I just hate that. Because, I mean, American Walmarts take the cake, but even up here, Walmart is not the purveyor of high quality, high class wares. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I shall now add some brie to my delectable food. Where did I put the... Not a fan of crowds either. Trees are nice. Yes, you're absolutely right. LT, you're right. Quebec is definitely the ultimate when it comes to bureaucracy in Canada. I mean, Ottawa is pretty crazy too, but it's like, man, we take it as a cultural imperative here or something, huh? Shabs, how can you not like brie? This is delectable. I'm going to turn that down to a simmer. You guys remember a couple of forest videos ago where we had some steak and brie? I thought it was going to be all... I mean, granted, that video was maybe a little too Quebecois, you know, having some brie and some baguette with our steak. Well, Seth said he's not into the finer things in life. He prefers, like, cheddar and stuff. And I was like, what the hell? You're going to have to give me back your French-Canadian card, man. Just kidding, Seth. We don't come with a card. That's just how skilled I am. Wife's birthday at the end of the month, so a bit of planning is involved. Okay, good to know. So Walmart arrives, stays for 10 years, and then leaves. Oh, wow, I hadn't even thought of that. True, frozen meats are almost never near the frozen meals, and meatballs will probably be with the frozen meals, like the little whatevers, little lasagnas and stuff. You gotta know how to do your shopping, man. Looky there. Actually, that's one thing. This camera, the color on this camera is terrible. Everything on this camera looks kind of ghosted, kind of grayed out a little or some damn thing. So trust me when I tell you that this meal looks a lot better than it looks like it looks. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. We're going to call it making sense. Got some buns. I got some buns. Yeah. Hey, is everyone back at work after the holidays now? I went back yesterday. It's hard to go back to work after the holidays, man. Like, man, I could have stayed in bed all day yesterday. And granted, it's been an especially busy holiday this year, but man, it's always such a letdown to be living the life of Riley one day and then 2 days later you're back at the office, And I don't mean that because I don't like my job or blah. I just mean generally speaking. Come on, right? Costco veggies. Costco. Let's have a seat and a little chit chat. You know what I'm saying? A little chit chat. I'm not really walking off camera. I'm just putting my stuff together. Cup of tea. Eggs for me. I gotta stop rhyming. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I also just unplugged my computer. There we go. There we goes. There we goes. It's funny. I don't know why I'm so hungry. I technically had supper today, but just I don't know. You can see what I'm saying about the colors being kind of washed out. It's okay here. Maybe it has more to do with the light. So, what are we missing here? Yeah, Brie. Yeah, man. Paul Harrell's new video? No. I won't. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Where the hell am I? I missed a whole bunch of. Oof, man, you guys are just talking and talking, and I'm also talking and talking, but you love poutine? That is legit. That's a good French Canadian right there. Okay, we're back to friends here. Oh, man, editing. Tyler, man, you know what? I can't wait to get my new machine. It's going to change my editing in such a big way because my editing is so much less frustrating. Yeah, man, viande fumée. Moi aussi, mon ami. I love that stuff. I only do it like once or twice a year because because I'm a little fat, let's face it. But I also sometimes like Reuben sandwich. It's not quite the Montreal classic, but can't beat a good one. Schwartz is okay. I mean, the meat's good quality, but they've gone really touristy. On Saint Laurent Boulevard, there's a place called the Maine that I prefer because it hasn't gone all upscale, so it's still a very authentic Montreal smoked meat in a very authentic Montreal smoked meat restaurant. It's like they haven't changed the decor since 1964 or something. You know, it's straight up greasy spoon. Hey, Joe's Neon's here. Hey. Tyler, oh yeah, you're a teacher, so yeah, Camille's still off school this week. Oh, outdoors smoking 2 pork butts and a turkey next week. Hell, I'll be down in 30 seconds, man. May the Schwartz be with you. Outdoor dauber gets. Outdoor dauber gets extra points for that movie reference. I didn't walk off. Come on, I may have walked off, but it was briefly. And I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? Oh, Tenenbaum's got me. Okay. I love that movie. Oh, Scott's having a Scotch ale. Nice. Joe, what are you working on right now? By which I mean Joe's Neon. LT's having some Japanese whiskey later. Nice. Japan is making some very good whiskey these days. Technically, I think sake is a beer because the process they make it. It's not. I mean, they call it rice wine, but it's not a wine process. Fish crackers and salsa for my mom tonight. Oh, and jujubes. Nice. Dorsey did, in fact, tell me not to talk with my mouth full. But if I stop talking, you guys get way out of hand. Oh, LT, you're having Suntory. Nice. So yeah, house to myself. Which is nice because as I've said to some of you guys, I'm someone who absolutely treasures his alone time. To a certain extent. I find if I spend too much time alone, then I get really kind of squirrely. But it's nice sometimes to be solitary. This new wallet. I emptied out this new wallet and it's hard to refill it. But I used a bad word. So Tyler's not back at work. The rest of us are. Tenenbaum obviously knows the Centauri advertising. Oh, Simone bought where'd you get a pry bar for 20% off? Tenenbaum, you back on Monday? Where I work, like half the company took this week off. LT just sent me a picture. Can I share it, LT? I have never had Suntory. Oh man, this is. Oh, there it is. Suntory. Ah. So what I've noticed about this new little camera. Stop it. What I've noticed about this new little camera is it doesn't seem to buffer as much. So I'm thinking that the buffering really is, say, this is an old iPhone. It's an SE, and what Apple has done with the old phones is they get slowed down a bit whenever the battery's in danger. Sort of, they do a lot more than they used to. And so what Apple does is throttles the operating system when it starts to put too much load on the battery, so that the phone doesn't just go off until the battery cools down. The is that is the OS being throttled so that the battery doesn't cut out on me. That's what I'm thinking. Because last on Tuesday we didn't have a whole lot of buffering, did we? I want to see this pry bar. Let me see. Marshalltown. Whoa! 20% off, almost $200 is still a lot of money, dude. I mean, it's a pry bar. It's not a pry bar made from 56 inches long. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. My picture? You got yours for $99. It's still pretty heavy for a pry bar, but $100 is like you can do it, whereas $200 always seems to stop me a little more. There's not a lot of tweaking you can do with this camera. I get the feeling that this camera works really great on Windows, but like there are no, you don't have the same software options as you do on Windows for this camera. Whoo! Oh, I just got a mouth tap. Oh wow, that's zingy. Good though. Scott, yeah, he's in Walmart quoting movies. He's probably standing at the DVD aisle. Nobody taking over my channel, man. Nobody taking over my channel. And Simon has his own channel. Actually, I haven't seen you do a lot of streaming lately, Simone. What's going on with that? Oh, outdoor. Trapped in Walmart by a live stream. Okay. Simone's been studying. Hmm. Tyler obviously has nailed the art of creating ideal desserts. Simone, is that radio frequency propagation? Here's a question, actually, Simone. Here's a question. If by next summer I would like to be live streaming from the backyard, so that like I can set up a chopping block and like sort of maybe talk about techniques and stuff as I live stream. You keep telling me to stay the hell away from signal extenders, but my signal isn't strong enough to be picked up out there. Oh, and by the way, hold on. Tea's a good drink. By the way, one of my friends just picked up a new router by what's the company that made my router? D-Link. It's like a 3-part router, which he needed because his house is a weird shape. So he had the same router as I did, but it had all these dead spots. And so they've got this 3-part router. So it's not technically a router with signal extenders. See, I kind of thought it was just a router with signal extenders, but he says, no, it's a 3-part, like it's 3 sections that you move around. How the hell does that work? What did sales? I'm just glad he didn't. Oh, twerking. Yeah, me too. Oh yeah. Thank you for going there. TP link. Yes, that's it. I don't know if we can really go moving my Wi-Fi access point too much. That's a good question. Why is Scott firing off random nut sacks? You guys are just going too crazy for me. Just nuts. Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to be talking about twerking. I don't let no twerking go down on my channel. There's no reason for it. There ain't no call for that kind of behavior. Just putting all my cards back in my little wallet here. My little RFID blocking wallet. Because you need that RFID blocked. You can say that without needing a tinfoil hat. Because my sister-in-law has had her crap stolen 4 times in the past 2 years. Very, very early in my channel's existence. Sumo Aruba Networks Instant? What? We're going to have to talk about this. Because that sounds interesting. Tyler, really early in my channel's history, I was down by the canal here in Montreal, and it was raining out. And so I sort of did a little, river dance. I sort of turned to the guy and said, "Hey, look, I'm rain dancing." And it was such a terrible joke that I never even put the footage into any of my videos. Because I was like, that is a dad joke. Of course, this was early enough that dad joke wasn't even a thing yet. uh, 72 hot dog buns. I'm at it. 72 hot dog buns? Why would you? Man, I've got a pretty good one. Um, Moose Knuckle does not make a good router. A Moose Knuckle makes a good coin pouch if you're carrying many, many coins. Coins? What? Good man, Serge. Oh, so is that one a PoE device? Tyler, Poins, YouTube held that for review. I had to approve that. What is YouTube doing? Hey, Austin's Corner. The corner. Oh, okay, outdoor. Okay. Okay. Camping for the Boy Scouts. I'm only gonna do this till 10:30 tonight because I got to do some cleanup and stuff before the missus gets home tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just I was sitting here and I was getting frustrated with the government filling out the new baby's name so that she can be officially named because they only give you 30 days to do that. I wonder if my mom is still on. How long did they give you back in 1972? Was it the kind of thing where you had to fill out the paperwork at the hospital? Because we have two choices, right? We either fill out the paperwork at the hospital or fill out the paperwork and take it home if we want to mail it to everyone ourselves, or you do it online. No matter what, you have 30 days from the day the baby's born. All right, see you outdoor. All right, all friendlies, say see you later to outdoor. Oh, man, that's a good cup of tea. After buying the tea at the hospital for so long, this is heaven. Heaven. Yeah, yeah. I docked a lot of PoE stuff, Simo. Tea is a fine drink. So you did both yours at the hospital, yeah? Yep. We did Camille at the hospital, but for some reason for Clémence, the missus thought it would be better to do it online. Oh, I've still got 2 Santa hats on my antique furniture over there. You did the paperwork at the hospital, and then it was sent by the church after my christening. See, that's the step that doesn't get done anymore. I don't. Well, maybe for Catholic families, but interesting. Because when we did Camille's naming ceremony, yeah, she already had her name. Interesting how that stuff works out, eh? Yeah, LT took about an hour for you too. Yeah, took me about an hour as well. And like we had to enter our click secure IDs, or I had to enter our click secure IDs like 3 or 4 times to authorize this and do that. Like my daughter Camille, I was christened at the Unitarian Church. Um, when we did it, it was called a naming ceremony. Now I don't know if that's just what they're called now, or if there was an option of doing one or the other. Oh, so good to have eaten that. I wish I had jujubes. We bought my mom a huge bag of jujubes for Christmas because it's her favorite snack. And I never buy jujubes for myself. I never think of them. But if there's like a jujube, like a bowl of jujubes, I always take a bunch and remind myself that I love jujubes. It's like the prince of candy, you know? Oh, it took you about an hour even on paper. Interesting. Okay, I'll do. Wait, Simo, another cable to the back room and sets up another router. So another router instead of a signal extender. Why? I don't get it. What's the difference? Like, why is a signal extender so insecure? Because I'm not against buying another router and putting it somewhere. Yeah, no, they don't do baptisms. Well, they're Unitarian. They'll probably do whatever you want, but yeah, I get the feeling that I should one day have Simo suggest me and then come and help me configure like the ideal network setup for this home. You know, he should just give me a budget. Yeah, $500 for routers. Okay, kind of thing. Your daughter made some gummies? Really? I do like gummy bears. That's true. Want to do a network specific live stream, Simo? I'm gonna try once again to get the Google Hangout thing working. The reason why it's very damn you, Serge. You can't let your kids go to hell. Y'all gotta get them named. What was I gonna say? I had something on the tip of my tongue. In fact, I was in the middle of saying it. Ah, Tapper Snooch. What was I gonna say? For those of you who don't live here, Tabber Snooch was me disguising the foulest of foul words in the Quebecois language. So it wasn't just random syllables. What was I gonna say? Yuck. What the hell was I gonna say? Oh, I hate it when that happens. Gummy Star Wars. Gummies, gummies, go, go, gummies, gummies, pop. Yeah, it was like, yeah, my Wi-Fi set up, and then something else. I don't know. Damn it, what the heck was that? Darn burn it. I just don't remember. Like, here's what's gonna happen tonight. Like, okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Click. That's what I wanted to say. That's what's gonna happen tonight. Geek gummies. But yeah, my mom's right. Jujubes are pretty special. You can't go wrong with jujubes. You can't go wrong with gummies either. But, oh, t-shirt ideas. Thanks to you guys. If I ever get some time to myself, I'll put up at least one new design on the store. Is buffering for Sesh? Tyler, your woman just said yes to living in a hobbit hole. Have you built the hobbit hole yet? Are you gonna do the full-on New Zealand kind of hobbit hole? Tyler, we gotta know. Shoot, it's Sesh says it's buffering for him. Really? Buffering, eh? Rats. I thought I had that dialed in. That's really disappointing because that's why I bought this camera. Hmm. Okay. All right. Minnesota. I Part of me would love to do the homestead thing. Buy a huge hunk of land in like southern Alberta or freaking Wyoming or something. Have a couple of Appaloozas and a homestead. But I wonder if that's just the part of me that is always trying not to run away from his life, you know? Because I've got this belief you can run as far as you want, but your life follows you. But sometimes you really just want to cut and go, you know? I'm just catching up on what you guys are saying. No, I got Simone. We had me right where when I stopped using Wirecast Go and started just using the built-in YouTube app. But like as I was saying, like to me, the idea of just dropping it all in and homesteading, building a place, you know, man, it's attractive, and it's funny because it's like I know someone who's homesteading in Saskatchewan, and it's hard freaking work. You don't sleep in till 10, you know. It's it's a hard life, but you know it's funny because part of me is still I've mentioned this to some of you guys before that I miss like my first summer job was in carpentry, right? I did 5 summers in a row way back when I was just coming up when I was a young and um, what I miss was falling into bed and falling asleep almost immediately from the physical exhaustion of having been constructing all day or working with my hands. It's a very, very special kind of exhaustion, and it's satisfying, you know. And in my current job, I use my brain a lot. You know, there's a lot of it's hard. I do a hard job, and but it's not the same kind of physical fatigue. You know, where you get home, you're like, oh, I'm going to bed, and you just that never happens anymore. You know, I get home and like my head is done in. It's like I can't make decisions tonight. Okay, I don't care what we have for supper. But it's not the same thing. You know? Yeah, Tenenbaum, I'm thinking you might be right. Maybe it's not me. Good woman, freedom, job, and a big damn rabbit hole. Hobbit hole. Sounds like a plan. That's true. 100 acres. 100 acre wood. Did we discuss this before? What's 100 acres in Canada? Do some do a little math to figure that out in hectares, so I'll know what the size is that he's talking about. That would be area. That would be acres. That will be acres. What the hell's a terangwa? Miles squared, feet squared, kilometers squared, hectare. Array? I wonder if that's supposed to be acre. Oh, no, acre. Okay. 100. 100. 100. Oh, this phone is really giving up on me. 100 acres is 40.5 hectares. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good chunk of land, especially if you got a stone house on it. Hold on. Buffering again. Shoot. Oh, Austin. Okay. Mental. Yeah, Austin. Exactly. Scott has 22 acres and 9 Walters axes. Life is good. 9 Walters axes. Well, that is just showing off because I've got 4 Walters axes. And that's enough for me. Yeah, you guys all did the math for me before I even noticed. Austin, I use ConvertPad. No, it's what's it called? What's it called? What's it called now? Unit converter. Now we wait for the phone to unit to convert. But I will look up convert. What was it? ConvertPad. Tyler, why would you sell half the land? Well, that's a lot of land. You kind of got to put some cows and crap on that, I guess. Sell half that land to me. I'm kidding. Sales, you completed the Bowie knife. Oh, nice. And a partridge in a pear tree. Would you guys be interested to see Serge come over and do a live stream sharpening up his Bowie knife? Scott, I got me a black diamond. Simo also has a black diamond. All right, see you later, LT. See you later, LT. So are we going to do that? We're going to have Serge come over one Tuesday night and sharpen up that knife on screen? Just keeping an eye on the chat so that you guys don't get away from me again. No, everyone's just saying bye to LT. Let me close down. When I first started having that buffering problem, I thought it was because like herself was watching something on Netflix or something, that maybe there was too much going on, which didn't make sense to me because the tier or whatever that I pay my internet company, I shouldn't have that kind of problem. But then I noticed that on Tuesday nights, she doesn't watch Netflix. Like she has shows that are on actual channels. So that's when I figured maybe it's because my phone is old and it's being throttled to save the battery. But if I'm still having some buffering, the problem is downstream for me or upstream, depending on your point of view, I guess. Clearly, because Simone tested my network and it smokes. So I don't know. Maybe I'm in an area that's saturated or something. I'm using a cable modem, so I don't even know if that's as big an issue as it was on like DSL. I would love a 2x72 belt sander. You're gonna make one? Live stream that. I will watch it. Hell, I'll go over to your place and I'll build one right next to you. Oh, Tyler, 5? Jesus. So yeah, so I should. That's not an issue for me then if I'm on a cable modem. I wonder if it'd be worth it for me to go to fiber. The thing is, it's a big upcharge, and I think I have to go with Bell for fiber. And I keep throwing Bell off my front porch whenever they come and knock on the door. I'm not going to go with Bell, but I think my speed is probably fine. We have virtually no problems, except when I'm trying to freaking live stream. I'm getting a little irritable about that. It's been a rough week. Random nutsack. Should we walk to the bar on the corner and have Margaret to end the night, or talk modems? Well, that is an interesting question, Monsieur. I would probably walk to the bar on the corner and have a margarita. To be honest with you, depends on if whether or not you need a modem right now. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not going to go with Bell just to. But yeah, I'd love to see building a 2x72. I've seen some YouTubes on building those belt sanders, but these guys all have welding cred, and I don't. I've never welded in my life. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to go about it. I would like to get a simple welder and try it, but I haven't. I don't have any skills. You know, Austin's corner doesn't need a modem. Okay, yeah. Modems are boring. Most tech is actually boring. Like I work in a tech company. Okay, I work surrounded by hardcore techies, geeks. Um, and as a recovering geek myself, I don't have a problem with that. But I do have to admit that some of the stuff that we as techies get really into, while we're talking, it's not even all that interesting to us. About 20 years ago, I burnt out of a tech job. It was back in the days when, the tech bubble just burnt kids out left, right, and center. And when that happened, I made this decision to become an absolutely pedestrian computer user. And so I haven't been up on stats and stuff since. I've always kept enough knowledge in my head so that I could walk into a computer store and not get taken for a ride. And that is even when I was selling computers, invariably, some girl would walk in, look, I don't know anything. My boyfriend is good with computers. Honey, I never call them honey because, I said, no, no. You don't have to be into computers, but you have to know enough when you walk in here so that I can't take you for a ride. You don't get away with it because you're a girl and your boyfriend's good with computers. You have to know because the thing is, your boyfriend is good with computers, probably likes to play games, and all you're looking for is to write papers. Simone's got some welding cred. You live next to a funeral home, Austin. Really? Wait. Oh, and their Wi-Fi's name is Johnson's Funeral Home Wi-Fi. Austin, you should do that. You should definitely do that. Okay, the tool, not the tech. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what the hell you were planning there. I actually used my plunge router for the very first time a couple of weeks ago. You guys who are in my Instagrams have seen that. I built a changing table box to fit on top of an IKEA thing of drawers. Austin, that is amazing. I like that. Truth in advertising. The end of a cup of tea is a sad, sad event. My buddy Robin has a lathe, a 12-inch, like a 12-inch throw lathe. But he doesn't have the space to set it up, and neither do I until this spring, what I'm going to do is empty out that freaking garage, set it up as a temporary workshop, and get some stuff going in there, you know? Virus-infected Wi-Fi. Yuck. Someone around here has their network is called Pretty Fly for a Wi-Fi, and I think that's a great name. Hold on, let me see. Oh, now there's a Pretty Fly for a Wi-Fi guest. That's unlocked. That's good to know. Oh, here's one called Videotron 2710. Way to give your granddad's old hobbyist setup. It's a Dremel model 1731. Okay, Scott, see you later. Oh yeah, man, I said I was only going to do this till 22:30. Wait, 2:47. All right, I'll go till 11 o'clock, but then it's 10-inch adhesive discs and 1x30 belts. Oh yeah, I've got a similar. It's not a Dremel, but I've got the same deal. I would like to do if I had bank is buy a knife maker's belt center. You know, with the platen and the attachments and stuff. That is what I would like. Lottery ticket I was telling you guys about didn't come through for me this week. So that just breaks my heart to say this, but no Sander. No Sander. Also, no new Jeep. Can you imagine I was actually depending on a lottery ticket to buy stuff or to live? Yeah, that would be like, okay, you're seriously hitting the bottom of the barrel there, dude. You know, if I can just win the lottery, I can get out of debt. If I can just win the lottery, I can buy a new house. If I can just win the lottery, then being jobless won't be a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Eeh. Even joking about it kind of stresses me out, Austin, do you use that sander a lot? I think mine's a Mastercraft. In fact, I've got two, a Mastercraft and a Ryobi. The Ryobi has better appointments on it, like it's got some attachments. But if my Ryobi drill is anything to go by, it probably ain't gonna last me much longer. Ah, poor Soush. Okay. Good night, Mom. I oh oh people come back from people come back from vacation and say, I need a vacation from my vacation. I've always sort of thought that if you come back and you make that statement, you did vacation wrong, you know? This holiday was busy as hell though. I'm ready for a long winter's nap. I'd like to hibernate. I'd like to hibernate. Austin, it's a bad. Want to do something like that? Yeah, Tenenbaum. mouse, and I'm gonna take a look at that. Did not find results for. Oh, hold on. No, why? Why did you not find the results? I'm going on parental leave from September until January. Let me try this again. Okay, get rid of that. Boom. It's not letting me see it, man. What's going on with that? Not letting me see it. Yeah, I know there's a space there. I took that out. Oh, wow. Okay. That's not the same as mine. How was that? That's a cool model. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I need more space for tools like that too. Then I want the tool. How small is it though? Because that's not a 2x72. But that looks like a good beginner sort of knife maker's sander, you know? Man, that's a cool little guy. That's a cool little guy. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. 1x30, okay. The round is 6 inches. The round is the same size as mine, I think. One by 30. That is small. That's definitely small. Really? The link doesn't. Huh. Tyler, I'll take a look at that. I'll fix that. I'll take a look at that. Not right now though, because if I take a look at that, I'll probably accidentally end the live stream. But once we're done here, take a look. Yeah, so that looks really cool. I like that. Tell you what, guys, I'm getting about ready to build that new computer. It's funny. What stresses me is making the first purchase, because the first purchase means I'm starting on a very expensive process. And because there are things that I want to spend my money on, and a new computer is not something that excites me. Because I want to get one of those Kaltoff axes. I want to get one of those council the camp carvers. You know, those are way less expensive items. But as soon as I start getting into this, and for a new computer, it sort of cuts everything else out of the deal for the next little while. You know. Yeah, Serge has a wife and 2 kids. So I'm a little worried about my own future here right now. Although I don't have a 5 and a 3-year-old. And I do have to say one thing. Most of you guys probably watched my Camille's announcement of Clemence's birth, because she wanted to do it, because she's the one who announced that we were pregnant because she wanted to do it. But man, she's taking this big sister thing real seriously, man. She's just clicked right into it. It's fabulous, because we were worried, like, oh God, she's 7. Did we wait long? But man, and she's changing diapers already. She won't let us near the kids sometimes. She's like, no, I'm handling it, mommy or daddy. But. So I'm glad. Just another reason to be glad about that little girl. That was weird how it just sort of focused like this. That was bizarre. 4 more minutes, guys, and then I'm out of here. I got to do some cleanup. I don't know if, what else. You had a sister 5 years older than you? So how'd that work out, Austin? Yeah, and I figured that was a typo. I figured you weren't about to start telling us about this tragic death or anything. Good age difference, yeah. Yeah. Because there was like 2.5 years between my sister and me. And so it's exactly the right age where the older kid suddenly sees all their toys being given away to the younger kid, and all these like jealousy things start appearing. So you know, um, Austin, I'm sure you did. It's supposed to a live stream camera, dude. So it shouldn't be you know like, this is technically pretty far for a live stream camera. What I should really be doing is looking into getting my DSLR set up for live streaming. But there's a lot of stuff to buy. There's a lot of tech to learn. There's you know, blah. Simone, you're so glad to only have a brother. Yeah, Camille's never gonna have a brother. Ain't gonna happen. Our agreement was for 2 and steadfastly refused to go past that. And the missus has, she's okay with that. Austin, that's a good point. Hey, Simone, weird. Your comment of I'm wondering if this camera might be meant to be used a bit further than you are using it right now just popped up again. That's weird, right? It's bizarre. Anyway. Hmm. Yeah, I got some stuff to do before bed tonight, so. Oh, I forgot to bring the axe head up to ring out the live stream. I mean, I wasn't really planning to do this. It was a total spur of the moment thing. I haven't commented on your first post. No, but I did comment because I was saying that that's too far for a live stream camera. But it's supposed to be a live stream camera, so it should be like. And then I sort of said I should probably set up my DSLR so that I can, you know. But it's 11 o'clock. Okay, see you guys next Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out with me for a second time this week. I don't really very often these like impromptu ones, but it's a good way to spend a night. Liked it. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and I'll see y'all soon.